Guys, the goal of this lesson is to look at two ideas. So the first tool is what's called a percentile. Percentiles are really common when you're looking at, for instance, standardized test scores. Percentiles are often reported. So the truth is, it's good to understand what this measure represents. These are data you might recognize. These are data we used on one of our previous quizzes. So these are 20 randomly selected countries, and these are the life expectancies for males based on World Health Organization data from 2013. So here, these are 20 randomly selected countries, and these are the female life expectancies. Again, World Health Organization data from the same year, from 2013. So this is the definition of a percentile. A percentile for a given observation in a data set. It's the percentage of observations in the data set whose value is less than the given observation. That's all it is. So, for instance, example 1, the percentile for a male whose life expectancy is 76 years. Well, here are the data for the males. Here is the 76. So if I want the percentile for this observation, I want the percentage of observations that are less than the given observation. So I'm not going to include the 76. I'm going to include the values that are less than 76. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 13 of those. So the percentile is 13 out of 20. So as a fraction, 13 out of 20, if you turn that into a decimal, that's going to equal 0.65. So that is the 65th percentile. So a man in the 65th percentile, what that says is that 65% of men will have life expectancies that are less than 76 years. That's all that it means. So number 2, the percentile for a female with that same life expectancy. So there are differences in the distributions between males and females, so I wouldn't necessarily expect the percentile to be the same for females. So let's find the 76 in the females data set. Here it is. Now notice there are two 76s. So you want the percentage of observations that are less than the 76. So you want to pick this one here. The number that's less than that, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 out of 20 that are less than that. So that's 0.40. That's the 40th percentile. So what this tells us is a woman whose life expectancy is 76 years. What that means is 40% of women will have a life expectancy that's less than 76 years. That's all that means. So on the flip side, it also means that 60% of women will have a life expectancy of 76 years or more. You could also interpret it that way. Same thing here. The 65th percentile also means that 35% of men would have a life expectancy of 76 years or more. So a percentile is a way to describe the position of an observation within a data set. So next thing to do here, before you do examples 3 and 4, you need to enter the data for female life expectancies, put those into list 1, and I want you to save the data to your calculator as F-life. F for female and life for life expectancies. You can't use more than 5 characters in order to name a data set, so we're stuck with this. Also, you want to enter the data for the male life expectancies. Put that into list 2, and I want you to save that data as M-life, M for male and life for life expectancies. So if this is not something that you remember how to do, let's take a look at it on the calculator. So if you have, to get to where you enter the data, you have to press the stat button and the enter key. So here's list 1. I've already entered my data for the male life expectancy. Rather, I've already entered the data for the female life expectancies into list 1. These are the data for the male life expectancies here in list 2. So if you haven't entered the data yet, what you want to do is clear your lists. So you would want to highlight, press the up arrow, highlight the name of the list, list 1 or list 2, by pressing the up arrow, hit the clear key, and then press the down arrow. And then you can go in and enter your data into your lists. Again, I suggested into list 1, put the female life expectancies, and in list 2, put the male life expectancies. Then second mode gets us back to the home screen. So second one will bring up list 1. Here's the store button. And then you can store your values in list 1. Those are the female life expectancies. To type the name of the list, press second alpha, and that will turn the alpha lock on. And then you can type the name of the list up to 5 characters. So here's the F, and then life. Here is L, here is I, there's F, and E. If you press enter, that would store your data from list 1 into F life. Same thing, you want to get the male data, that should go into list 2. Put that into list 2, store that into M life for male life expectancies, and then watch the next video and we'll complete the next set of examples by looking at the one variable statistics command. We'll find the means and the standard deviations, and we're going to make some comparisons with those as well.